10, 11, and 12, we are solving 2 by 2 systems of equations that could be inconsistent, or that's supposed to say consistent dependent. In other words, either they're going to have no solution or they're the one line right on top of the other line. We also will have some that have the unique solution. And so when we solve these, when we are doing these, we're going to do them like we did the ones with the elimination method. We want our x and y to be on the same side and the constant term to be on the other side. And then we're going to see if we can add, if we have opposites cancel out some terms. So in this case, if I look at this one, I have a negative x and a positive x. They're already going to cancel out. I have 5 and negative 5, which also cancels out. So I get nothing on this side. Over here I have 5 plus 5, which is 10. If I get the answer 0 equals 10, I'm going to have that my system has no solution. Because the board's being difficult, I'm just going to do this one up here on the top. If I have x plus 3y equals 3 and negative x minus 3y equals negative 3, here if I add, the x's cancel out, the y's cancel out, so I get 0. Over here, 3 minus 3 is also 0. If I get 0 equals 0, that's the one that says the system has infinite many solutions. You're going to put it down here on your answer, but I'm going to put it up here. And then what they're going to have you do is solve one of your equations for y. So I'm just going to use that top equation. X plus 3y equals 3. So 3y would equal negative x plus 3. Move my x to the other side. I then divide by my 3. So y is going to equal negative 1/3 x plus 1. Either equation, if I solve it, should give you y equals negative 1/3 x plus 1. They are going to have you type that in over here for the equation. So your top one, you have no solution. The bottom one, the system has infinite many solutions and must satisfy the equation y equals negative 1/3 x plus 1. Number 11, I'm just going to slide it up so you can see both questions here. Again, we're doing the same thing, picking out which is our applicable solutions by solving our system of equations. However, on this first one, I need to move my 2 to the other side. So since that's a minus 2, my board would work. Nope. I'm going to add my 2, so I'm going to have negative 2x plus y equals negative 2 for my top equation, 2x minus y equals 2 for my bottom equation. So when I add these, the x's cancel, the y's cancel. Negative 2 plus 2 is also 0. There's another one of those where you have 0 equals 0. If you get that, it means the lines are the same, so the system has infinitely many solutions. And then I'm going to solve one of my equations for y. I just use the top equation. Negative 2x plus y equals negative 2. So y is going to equal, that's going to become a positive 2x. So y equals 2x minus 2. Bottom equation, if I solve that one, adding those two equations together. This time my x's don't cancel out. I get negative 4x. My y's cancel out. Negative 6 plus negative 6 would be minus 12. So this one is going to solve. I'm going to have a solution to this equation. If I divide by my negative 4, x is going to equal 3. Once I found x, I have to go back and find my y. So negative 2 times my x value of 3 minus y equals negative 6. So this will give me negative 6 minus y equals negative 6. If I add 6, negative y equals 0, so y is still going to equal 0 when I divide by negative 1. So 3, 0 is going to be the solution to that system of equations. doesn't even want to close. All right, number 12. Number 12 again, we are trying to find what is the appropriate solution. Again, this bottom equation is not in standard form, so I want to rearrange it. I'm going to leave my top equation, x minus 3y equals negative 6. My top equation, I want my x term first. It's going to be a negative x plus 3y equals 6 then. So here the x's cancel out, the y's cancel out, I get 0. If 0 equals 0, the system is going to have an infinite number of solutions. If I get that, I have to solve one of my equations for y. This time I'm going to use the bottom one because it already has 3y equals x plus 6. So all I have to do is divide by my 3. So y is going to equal 1/3 x plus 2. Bottom equations, if I add those together, the x's cancel out, the y's cancel out, I get 0. Negative 9 plus a negative 9 is a negative 18. 0 is never going to equal negative 18, so this one is going to be one of those you get no solution.